One of the most important parts, if not the most important one, of your website is what we call About the Fold section. Just to be clear, About the Fold is a term that comes from the time when we used the newspapers as the most important source of information or source of propaganda, source of advertising at the end of the day. And back then, if you know, the newspapers, they were folded, they were stored like that, so that this Above the Fold section, that's where the main headline for that specific day was. And that's supposed to trigger me to buy these newspapers and read that article and read something else, of course. But that was the most important headline for that day. Same thing today. If we translate this About the Fold section in today's day and age and today's source of information, we have a website and you have your business website. So you want to have your About the Fold section. You want to put your attention there. That's the part of your website that people see when they land on your homepage. And we want to focus mostly on the homepage. Of course, you can apply the same strategy for all other pages, or if you have some funnel or whatever, but we are talking about homepage today, just for you to have an idea how it should be structured. On the other hand, if we know that more than 90% of traffic today happens on the mobile phones, it means that the most attention we want to put on is how our About the Fold section of our homepage looks on a mobile device. And here for you today, I actually prepared a couple of examples of some very successful businesses out there, some very great examples of the landing pages and of these About the Fold sections. And those are just the print screens that I took on my phone. So we're just going to focus on that one. I know that a lot of times when you talk to web designers, when you're creating your website, you always do it on a big screen, but always remember, you need to put so much attention on how your website looks like in a mobile experience, when it's so narrow, how you're going to organize those sections, where is a headline, where is a button, where is which kind of button, and so on. So that's the topic of today's video. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you follow me already, welcome back. This is your man Bojan. Who else would it be? What we talk about in my channel is how to get set up to sell online. I want to help you as a business owner to understand what kind of digital actions you need to take, what kind of digital assets you need in order for you to grow your business online, to actually get some more clients, get some more traction from your business online presence. I don't talk about details, I don't create any how-to videos. I just want to give you a big picture, the perspective, so that you as a business owner can make informed decisions and delegate the right tasks to the right people. And also hold them accountable. So let's dive in. First print screen I'm sharing with you, and by the way, there's no any hierarchy here. I just randomly pasted all these photos or these print screens that I took from my phone. This is a tool that actually gives you opportunity to visually see how your traffic works, where your traffic is coming from, how much you are actually earning, and so on. It's a great tool that mostly marketeers are using. This is not meant to be used by just one business. Usually it's marketing agencies that are actually using this tool for their clients. And you can see how they crafted their headline. You can visually see how your traffic converts into customers. And by the way, you will pick up this pattern as we go. Mostly the headlines should be crafted within 6 or 7 words, not more. It should be very clear, very direct. This is the trend today. So you don't want to use some metaphors. You don't want to trigger some curiosity in your headline. You should be as straightforward as possible and explain what you do, what's your business about in 6-7 words or less. Here we have a subheadline that actually evaluates a little bit more, but I'm going to read this if the headline actually triggered me, if the headline that I just read makes sense for me, if I want to invest some more effort, some more calories to read the subheadline, to learn a little bit more about this specific business. Right under we have the button, and then we have one nice photo. Basically, if you go on their website, you will see this is a video. It actually shows these little dots, how they are moved like this. It's really fun to see. And then you see if you have just a handful of traffic from this side, you will see like a couple of dots going slowly. And if we have a lot of traffic here, you'll see multiple dots like going like crazy. It gives you a very nice visual representation of how your website actually works and how your traffic is going. And I like it very much. Actually, you can narrow to the one specific person if you connect this, of course, with a CRM, and you know that John Smith, he applied yesterday 12:45, and I will see who was here on this specific page, which is a thank you page at 12:45. I can narrow and just see exactly how this person went through my website, my funnels and everything before they committed, before they submitted the form, booked the call, made the purchase, whatever your conversion mechanism is. Just check one more time how clear this page is. There's no any photo or video behind this text, so I can easily read what's there. It's some very simple font. You don't see some crazy fonts out there. It's just very easy to read, easy to understand what it is about, clear call to action, and that's it. Like, start free trial. From my point of view, it means it doesn't cost me anything to try this tool. Next one. Here we have another analytic tool that are mostly used by marketing agencies. I don't know, like these two photos, as I said, just randomly came first. We'll not talk only about marketing tools. So check this one. It's like 3 words: accurate marketing attribution. That's so clear, so easy to understand for marketers, people who are dealing with this kind of problems. They immediately understand what it is about. And they don't need to tell me almost anything else, like just tell me where to click and how much does this cost. Like, that's all I want to know. Here, if you ask me what's missing here, I would rather say like one call to action button here, whatever the call to action is. If it is a free trial, if it is like contact sales, whatever it is, like just make a very clear call to action. But again, this is a big company out there. They should certainly have their reasons why they didn't put this call to action. But you, as I said, you will see the pattern. The pattern is that you have a headline, subheadline, call to action, some photo or video to explain a little bit more about the specific service or product. Next one on the list, Never Bounce. It's one very nice tool that actually helps you to check if some email is actually valid before you send that email. You can do it like literally checking one by one, or you can use some lists. And it's very important to clean the list. If you bought some lists for specific industry and you want to do some cold email marketing, which I'm not a fan of, but still it works. Or if you want to just revitalize, you want to re-engage towards your old customers that you have from the past, and now you want to send them some emails, you want to clear that list first, because some of those emails are not relevant anymore, and you don't want to have a high bounce rate, because otherwise you'll be punished and most of the emails will end up in spam, and that's what we want to avoid. So that's why we use tools like this. And look at this, email verification platform you can trust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. You see the pattern? And then we have a headline, subheadline. We have some social proof here. We have this try it free, which is a sort of call to action. You can click there and try it for free, make your account. Or if you just want to check it out how it works, you can still just paste some email here, boom, click validate, and you're good to go. You can actually check this tool. I think when they started a couple of years ago, when I started using them, they had, I think there were 1,000 credits. You can check 1,000 emails for free. So if you have need to check some emails, this is one of the tools that I would recommend. Next one, we have Crazy Egg. Just to be very direct, I never used this tool before. I just picked it up. I like how they structured their landing page. Look how simple it is. They don't even have a subheadline. Basically, like, you can say this is a subheadline. We have this more in a form of social proof, but they say, see what's wrong with your website. Like, when I first time read this, I thought, like, even though I don't think that something's wrong with my website, maybe I should paste it here and check it out, you know, because they say start your 30-day free trial, cancel anytime. We will see some other examples of this specific explanation on some other websites, because this one implies, from this one I understand that I actually need to register my card. I get the 30 days free trial, but I need to commit with my credit card. I need to register it there in order for me to check my website. Some other websites, they're communicating this differently, and they're actually removing the friction. I hope they didn't make that mistake here, that actually I don't need a credit card in order to use this 30-day free trial, because if they did, they actually added some friction here. Hopefully not. They look as a serious business. Let's count their words. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, you see the pattern. They have their main call to action, which is here, and they also have this minor call to action, in a sense, not ready to get started yet, click here to learn more. You always have this menu here, you can just browse around, but this one is not featured that much. It's just like 3 lines. Check it out. Okay, next one. Upwork. I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with Upwork. They are connecting clients with the freelancers. So when somebody needs some very specific digital service, they might go to Upwork and find the freelancers and talents there. And by the way, this is the platform that actually on their homepage, they need to satisfy the needs both of clients and freelancers who want to apply here and to be featured on this platform to find some clients, right? So as you can see, they have this two way of communicating on their about the fold section, again on their homepage. Like, look how many information actually they put here just on this above the fold section on their phone, right? Look how much information they actually put here in this above the fold section on mobile phone, right? So there is a lot. And if you click here, you are offered with these next actions, and then if you click here, you'll be probably offered with some other options, in a sense like, hey, register here in order to get some more job from clients that are using Upwork. So I like how they did it, and they're featuring this some big guys out there that are using this platform. And of course, Upwork is a very good platform if you need anything like this, some one-off services, one-off digital services or something like that. A lot of people are actually getting in contact with the great talents through Upwork. In this example though, we don't have a clean background, right? We have this photo, but look how the photo is rather darker, so that the white text of the headline is easily to read, right? And you have some dedicated person working behind a PC. It's very clear how they communicate this, what they are actually selling. I like it very much. A great job. Great landing page. Actually great above the fold section of the landing page, to be more precise. Next one. We have what's called My Abundant. I just heard about this. I never used it, but I get some very good recommendations from the mastermind, and people were talking about this specific service, which says empowering personal development with flexible payments. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. You see the pattern? You see the pattern? Like 6, 7 words. That's where you want to stick to explain what you're doing. And from this, you can figure out what it is about. You can also read a subheadline and understand a little bit more, but it really gives an idea exactly what this is about. Now here, look at this difference. By the way, they don't have a button visible on the about the fold section. It's just right under here. And I just want to be fair, so everybody got this print screen of the about the fold section, same as the others. So if the button is a little bit down there, okay, not the end of the world, but I like to see the call to action button again in the above the fold section. Now here, comparing to the others, they have a photo above the headline, but this photo actually communicates a lot. I'm still not sure if this person here is someone who is selling personal development program or this guy from the photo. I really don't understand it, but either way, like both of them, they look happy. This lady, she's kind of just relaxed, enjoying the view, whatever. This guy is happy because let's say that he was selling a program. I don't know, maybe she was selling her program to this guy who's laughing. But anyway, like both of them, they seem happy. But look at this. It says plus 54%, plus 47%. They have some, this is your sales. This is your monthly recurring revenue. And this is what they used here in this specific example is what we call a specificity bias. This is what gives the numbers more believability. Imagine if you saw here like 350, thousand, and then plus I don't know, 40%. How much more believable this is comparing to these round numbers? You know what I mean? This here actually looks like as a print screen from some software that they actually took some real numbers, but I would just say that they came with these numbers instead of like that they really did some print screens, of course. But it's a nice design. It's a really great idea, and I like it. Like when I saw it for the first time, it seemed very believable. So if any of you is selling a personal development program, this tool or tools like this would be something that you might consider using, because you get paid upfront and then people get their program and they pay monthly, so over time, which is a great deal for everyone. Next one. We have a landing page of a guy who is a huge authority in a clarity of message. His book, Building a Story Brand, actually talks about clarifying the message so that the customers will buy, clarifying the message so that the customer will listen. And in this case, he says, clarify your message, connect with more customers. I saw a couple of iterations of this. He is still working on this headline So imagine if he is one of the biggest authorities in clarifying the message, and he is still playing around with the headlines. Like, what should we do? So just be patient about it. Try to find the best one. Use ChatGPT, of course, and when you find the right one, at least it feels it is the right one, you can change it down the road. If you hear some feedback on from your customers, why they came to you, what they like most about you, it's maybe a time for you to reconsider, to think about editing your headline, because it will resonate more with your potential clients. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words, right? Or more, 7, sorry, 7 words. So headline, subheadline, and we have 2 call to actions. That's it. Next one, Stripe. I don't know if I need to introduce Stripe, but I really like their landing page. I like how they communicate, what they do, what problems they are solving, and don't think that they don't have any competitors out there like the PayPal, some other payment platforms out there. Stripe is the most famous one, and a lot of companies out there use Stripe. We use Stripe in our agency at the end of the day. But again, financial infrastructure to grow your revenue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the pattern, 6, 7 words. And then we have a sub-headline. We have 2 call to actions. This one, start now, is for the people who are there to just start. And then we have, and that's why this start now button is featured. You see how it's featured comparing to contact sales. Again, there are some more examples of these contact sales, talk to sales on some other landing pages that we'll talk about. And this is more for the more advanced buyers, people who know exactly what they want. That's their way to contact sales. That's their shortcut, right? And look at this, like OpenAI, Amazon, like these companies are using Stripe. Like when you see this about the fold section and you read this, you see their references, you see this start now button. Do you need anything else in order for you to make a decision and start using Stripe as your payment processor? I would say no, but you can just go there and learn a little bit more how it works, how it looks like. But at the end of the day, if you need a payment processor, and you see something like this, that's it. What else do you need? So this is a great example of above the fold section of some landing page, and you can always go back to Stripe because they will make some changes. You will see it's not always the same. Like they're changing this headline. They have like most advanced marketeers out there and copywriters that are actually deciding what to put here. So there's a lot to be learned from them, not only from Stripe but from some other big guys out there. And whenever you see some landing page, whenever you see some about the fold section, I hope that after this video you will actually put more attention and think about it a little bit differently. Again, TubeBuddy, the ultimate growth tool for YouTube channels. Everybody using it. We're using it also for our YouTube channel, just to understand the numbers, to see what's going on, what are the trends, how we are standing, if there's anything we need to fix on our YouTube videos. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. Then we have a sub-headline, then we have a call to action button, and then we have some photo to explain a little bit more how this tool works. And that's what most businesses use today. Very short, clear, to the point, call to action clearly there, and that's all you need. Next one, Hotjar. I like this tool very much. This is the tool that actually gives you opportunity to see the recording of the screen, how your visitors behave on your landing page. So you can literally log in there and click, okay, so this visit, you don't know by the name who came, because theoretically you can find this out if you have some other tools to compare, but whoever cares. This is what you want to use in order to see the recording of this screen. If this visit came from a big screen, you will also see the mouse, how it moves. You will see this red line, right? Somebody was doing this with the mouse and they were clicking here and so on. This is exactly what you see. If you see it on a mobile phone, you will just see how it scrolls up and down if they click somewhere. And this is the tool that actually can help you out. If you have some button that is not working and you can see somebody is trying to click there and it's not working, that's a signal for you to go there and fix it. It can also happen that somebody is trying to click somewhere that's not even meant to be a button, or there was no any intention to have a link there, right? So maybe you want to put the link there, or just redo the text or whatever. So there's a lot of we can learn from this. But again, check this headline. Everything you ever wanted to know about your website. I think it has a little bit more, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words, right? And then we have a sub-headline or sub-sub-headline. We have, again, 2 call to actions, book a demo, which I wouldn't do. Like, from my point of view, I would go to get started, even though it's not featured. But this book a demo here is blue, it's featured, and then this one is featured here with the blue and here with the white. So there's a tiny little confusion here. What I like about this one, though, is actually that it communicates what we said. It says no credit card required, upgrade anytime. So you can literally start for free. It doesn't ask you to register a credit card. You can start for free, check it out how it works, see some first results, and then decide if you want to use it. But again, what I explained to you here is about this video recordings of the screen of the visits of your website visitors, and nothing of that is communicated here. And that's because that's my experience. That's how I use this tool. Now, I'm pretty sure that they thought about it and they made a decision to feature this instead of talking about video recordings. Probably it makes sense for them. But again, imagine I told you about this tool, I explained you why I use it, and then you go on a homepage. There will be some discrepancy. You'll probably call me back to double check if this is the right tool that I talked about. And yes, that's the hot jar. Again, next one, SEMrush. Get measurable results from online marketing. This tool helps you to analyze the website. You can analyze your website or from your competitors. You can compare yourself with your competitors. You can see what are the search words that are trending in your niche and so on. A very good tool. I'm still not sure if they communicated clearly here what it is about, because again, get measurable results from online marketing. I think they could do it better. I'm pretty sure you would agree with the same, because again, it's from my point of view, this is an analytic tool. I want to analyze what's going on and how to fix, how to improve my SEO, and how to compare myself with the competitors to see where they are, where I am, what words we are competing against, you know. So that's what this tool can do. Again, for them, it's very easy. You can either enter domain, keyword, or what? You see? Even for the big guys out there that are really, you know, a big serious companies, they're dealing with the online presence. They're helping a lot of people out there to improve their online presence with the SEO and everything. And still, like, they're not protected from the small screen. Like, if they're missing word here. What's this U? Maybe URL, I don't know. But still, it doesn't matter how big serious they are. They still have the same small space to communicate what's most important for them. Same for everybody, same rules for everybody, right? Last one is Calendly. I remember this one was very big during the COVID. When COVID started, like, so many people started using Calendly because suddenly everybody had their online meetings, and this tool was already in place. I was using it also before COVID, and I remember, like, they were a big thing during the COVID. Everybody was using it. They were asking me, yeah, how to set this up, what's going on, where to click, what to do, and it was a big thing. And you can see, like, look at this, 3 words: easy scheduling ahead. Subheadline: sign up with Google, sign up with Microsoft, or sign up free with email. Again, no credit card required. I like this very much when they clearly communicate that you don't need to register a credit card. This is how you remove this hurdle, this obstacle, so that people will more easily actually decide to, you know, create an account and check it out, see how it works. Again, we have here, get started, same color as this here. Again, Microsoft, they have their own color, of course. Sign up for free. And again, talk to sales. Look at this. It's right there in the corner. It's just very specifically for the people who are looking for this. You know, if those who want to talk to sales, they actually go on the landing page and they are looking for that button. You know, so it doesn't have to be featured. That's the difference. And yes, that was the last example for today. I hope this brought some value to you, that you will reconsider or rethink. You also notice that there are some big shots out there that are actually changing this headline. Like, headline is not something that you put there and it's there for like 10, 20 years. You know, you can change it over time. It doesn't have to be set in stone. So do your best to come up with the best headline. That's the moment where people decide if they want to put any more attention on your website, if they want to scroll a little bit more to understand what's there for them. I hope you noticed also that we have this pattern of 6-7 words: headline, subheadline, call to action, and some photo or video to explain a little bit more how this works, who you are. That's all you need. That's everything you need to have in this about the fold section. You also notice that we don't have some huge chunks of text. It has to be very short, clear, precise, direct, and to explain who you are, how you can help, and what you can do for my problem, how you can solve my problem. That's what you can literally explain in the about the fold section. And imagine in the future, who knows, maybe the websites will be so short, you know, that's all you have. Like there's nobody scrolling anymore. Like in the past we had some huge texts on the websites, we had some big explanations out there, and then people learned how people behave on their websites, what's the best way to present yourself, what's the best way to structure your homepage, and of course about the fold section of the homepage. So who knows, we'll see what happens in the future. Today 2025, this is how it works. So go compare your landing page and your about the fold section with what you saw here. Think about it, check the video again, do some thinking, use the ChatGPT. Of course, it's a very useful tool to come up with some great headline, but be very specific, explain what you want, what you don't want, what's the tone, and give it the chance to come up with some great headlines so that you attract more people to scroll, to take action on your landing page, not just to see the headline, "Welcome to Canex Digital Services." Who even cares? You know, I'll just go out right after. So I hope you find some value in this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, go check some other videos on my channel. There are some very valuable videos for business owners like you on how to grow business online, how to get some more traction, how to get more clients from your business online presence. Looking forward to see you in my next video.